only on E!
I don't like to drive unless I'm going fast.
And it's lights out and away we go!
I'll be taking over the ESPN channel today.
We can't wait!
The sound, the speed.
Digging it wheel to wheel! It's carnage!
Get out your beach chair, put on your sunblock, and bring the heat. Boom!
I wanna see you bring the flavor.
Mango tango.
Come on, babies! I wanna see you bring
10 bakers who are ready to dive into summer!
How do you scream summer right there, man?
Summer Baking Championship.
All new Summer Baking Championship, Monday at 9 on Food Network.
Upgrade your afternoons the right way.
It's a huge upgrade.
With First Things First. Jump into the chat with Nick,
Now that's the best take.
Drew,
They need a win.
and Kevin
It's because I can predict the future.
as they serve up the freshest takes
LeBron, Mahomes, Steph Curry, Dak Prescott. He's out of there.
every afternoon.
And I love it.
First Things First.
Yes, that's a mic drop.
Weekdays on FS1.
Across our vast, wild planet, there is only one place called home. From the struggle for dominance
I don't mind the view so much. I hate it.
to the sheer thrill of the hunt.
Not really sold on the carpet, but it's way under budget.
Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous.
Which glorious habitat will they claim as their own?
I think I'm ready to make a decision.
Truly magnificent. All new House Hunters, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 10 on HGTV.
December 7th, 1941. A date which will live in infamy.
The nation was in crisis. He understood that this was a call to be bold.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
FDR, 3-night event begins Memorial Day at 8, only on the History Channel.
You need to get over him now! They just shot 3 people.
No matter what we went through, we never questioned the love.
We were the best-selling girl group in America of all time.
We had nothing to lose. Only the scrubs are upset. I felt this guilt from what I had done.
What was the future going to bring?
We still got a lot to do.
TLC Forever. Premieres Saturday, June 3rd at 8 on Lifetime.
Needs character, but it's an old house, and it's gonna be charming.
We love Galveston, Texas.
Lots of original architecture.
We love preserving its history. Oh, that's a cool handrail. I could make a headboard out of that. Look at this.
We hit the jackpot.
Go.
Big transformation here.
I love this room.
We did the right thing for the house. It looks so good.
Restoring Galveston, all new every Wednesday at 8, 7 Central on Magnolia Network.
The person you're dealing with is a psychopath.
Wednesdays, Dateline Secrets Uncovered returns with correspondents asking the tough questions.
Are you rattled?
Dateline Secrets Uncovered. New episodes Wednesdays at 8, only on Oxygen True Crime.
This right here is the good life.
America,
Recall those punches. Oh my God.
Wow, a giraffe. Looks like y'all had a crazy night.
American Dad, all new Mondays at 10 on TBS and anytime on the app.
The mega pop sensation is back.
I like bigger cases because they're a challenge.
I have over 400 tumors on my body.
So many different things can occur on your skin. Lipomas, acrocordon, hyaluronic granulomas, seborrheic keratosis, dermatomas, scomas. This could take us some time.
Yeah, we got it like that. The queen of pop is back. Dr. Pimple Popper. All new. Wednesdays at 9 on TLC. Mondays on USA. 8 teams will race against each other in the Alaskan wilderness.
Something moving behind us.
The goal, win $500,000.
There's no time for friendship.
Have you looked at the map?
The rules are simple.
Shut the up. They're running scared all the time.
We have a target on our back.
Survival isn't.
She's burning up.
Oh my God.
If you quit, you will die.
USA's Race to Survive, Alaska, a new competitive reality series. Mondays at 11 on USA.
We've all been there, or here, or maybe even here.
What is this coming down the road, bro?
But this season, Road Wars gets even more dramatic. Road Wars, new episodes Tuesday at 10, only on A&E.
Sundays on Bravo. For these Atlanta ladies, it's not all peaches and cream.
Baby, if there's tea.
What's a cheater? Always a cheater. She's a hot mess.
No, I'm gonna sip it.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta, all new every Sunday night at 8 on Bravo.
This locals only race, I think, is a great idea.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a general contractor. I'm welder by trade.
I joined the Air Force. I built bombs for a living.
I'm really excited to be out here racing with my daughter. Some people do cheerlead. We drag race.
I really want to race a 405 guy.
Best of the best are right here.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Here we go.
Western Conference Final is here. Stars. Golden Knights. Dallas is looking to add a second cup. Vegas is on a quest for their first.
Vegas finds the back of the net.
That is playoff hockey. The Western Conference Final continues on ESPN.
So what's the name of the show?
It's called Supermarket Stakeout. We put a kitchen in the parking lot.
What's the premise?
Chefs make deals for groceries.
$50 for a loaf of bread.
Yes, sir.
Take my bread.
No one's gonna make money at the grocery store today.
But cooking with these bags
Food Network magazine, that was a good buy.
could be more than they bargained for.
Cat food. I just spent $300 on nothing. Anything could happen in the parking lot. So where do I find you?
Food Network.
All new Supermarket Stakeout, Tuesday at 9 on Food Network. Set your DVR. This summer on Fox and FS1, the CONCACAF Gold Cup is back.
I am so excited.
The reigning champion, U.S. men's national team, look to defend their crown.
The United States has done it!
As they battle against the best of the best in North America.
The confidence, the swagger.
In one of the most prestigious soccer tournaments of the year.
Go!
The CONCACAF Gold Cup, this summer on Fox and FS1.
It's real easy to give up.
Our main street is on life support.
We're not quitters.
We've got dreams.
Revitalizing an entire town is a huge undertaking.
We've got hope.
We're going to renovate businesses, residences, and community spaces.
It's like a life-changing experience.
This takes a village. Things like this don't happen to people in Fort Morgan.
Hometown Takeover, all new Sunday night at 8 on HGTV.
Our goal is the prevention and intervention of the sex abuse of children. We put decoys online working with the sheriff's office.
There's no telling how many victims are out there.
He's driving. Tell him he's driving.
Take him down now.
That's him. Come hell or high water, we have to get him. Hi.
Undercover Underage, all new Mondays at 9 on ID.
My sister's starting her own little plant shop called Fernie's.
I've been a stay-at-home mom for so many years. I had the feeling of, can I do this?
Oh, Mike, it's time for a business intervention.
For me, if she needs support, I want to be there for her.
Each day is building on the next.
This is going to be quite the adventure.
The Retro Plant Shop with Mikey and Joe, all new Friday at 8/7 Central on Magnolia Network.
These tapes show us how a person goes from 0 to 40 murders.
There's another personality underneath there. I'd like to talk to that person.
Violent Minds, Killers on Tape. New Sundays at 7.
MLB on TBS Tuesday is back for a new season.
We are ready to play baseball. That ball is crushed.
Baseball's biggest names and rivalries in prime time.
That is going to be caught. This one is gone.
And the personalities to match.
There's nothing weak about this team.
Every Tuesday night.
Right out of the gate, I'm getting a feeling about this night.
All season long, TBS is on the call.
This is special right here.
MLB on TBS Tuesday.
This is my ex, and this is my girlfriend. Roman, he has like this free trip, so she asked me about it.
Just you and her on a private island. We are in a domestic partnership.
Love you guys.
I never thought that my boyfriend's ex-girlfriend would be living with me.
Your boobs do look good. Those are worth every penny.
You're right. Do I need to, like, worry about this?
I don't know. Ask me after the weekend's over.
You, Me, and My Ex. All new. Mondays at 9. Only on TLC.
The deeper we can see into that mesa,
it's hitting something really hard right now.
the more we're going to understand what it is we're messing with.
We should be digging, drilling right there.
When we're making changes to the landscape, something unusual happens.
We are 40 feet to the target. The drill has encountered a hard object. You're not going to believe this.
The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch, Tuesdays at 10, only on the History Channel.
This group of friends is gonna leave Martha.
I have not said that you are mine.
It's disrespectful.
I'm done.
Speechless. Don't miss the new series, Summer House Martha's Vineyard. All new every Sunday at 9 on Bravo.
It's faster. It's electric. It's a new era. Give us baseball at its best. Sunday Night Baseball. Sundays at 7. All season long on ESPN.
At CIS Cable, we get it. Saving money is a big deal these days. Other companies will try to lure you in with the promising of cheap prices, but there's always some fine print that says it won't last long. And when the service goes down, it's not easy to try and talk to somebody over the phone or get someone to come and fix it. CIS Cable doesn't work that way, and we never will. Upfront pricing, local customer service, and fast and friendly technicians. Call today and get the quality and service that you deserve. 304-420-2470 or visit us online at ciscable.com.
All right, I'm gonna change your world.
That's gonna be interesting.
Let's go. I love to root for great.
Yeah.
I want to watch history.
Ooh.
You want to root for the underdog. Good luck with that. In sports, people hate what they fear. They hate the Cowboys. They hate LeBron. I've got a lot of haters.
Truth hurts sometimes.
I'm controversial when I don't even mean to be. It doesn't matter how many times I'm right. You'll still argue with me. This is The Herd.
Hey, I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I'm hitting the road to take on any challenge that's brave enough to take on me. I'm attempting to drift race. I'm about to learn how to fly a helicopter. Can I take your order, please? Because I may be retired, but I ain't taking it easy. I'm taking it on. Let's get it. Oh, hell yeah!
Stone Cold takes on America. New episodes Sundays at 10. Part of WWE Superstar Sunday on A&E.
Walk off.
The wedding's coming up.
I'm her only brother. She doesn't want me there.
She was so rude to Joe. It's weird.
I have my breaking point.
Lying, Sean. Jennifer Aniston's on a downward spiral.
What did I do? She badmouthed me to people.
I'm avoiding Dolores.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Now I'm mad.
The Real Housewives of New Jersey, all new every Tuesday at 9 on Bravo.
Pull up a seat, because the real deal is back with a new season of the USFL. Reborn from the OGs. The hits, the picks, the dimes, drive so long you have to stop for gas. This isn't some Hollywood knockoff. This is Drydens USDA prime time football. Just ask these guys.
You better recognize the real.
Except no substitutes.
There's not closure. It just ripped my heart out.
People did not worry about evil lurking around the corner.
Some places are put on the map for all the wrong reasons.
Geez, this happened to somebody in our safe neighborhood.
She didn't deserve it. What happened to my child? What happened to those other boys?
City Confidential, Thursdays at 10. Only on A&E.
AHC presents America's most notorious mobsters.
Dutch Schultz,
Santo Traficante.
Joey Gallo.
Uncover the FBI files, tracking their infamous rise.
It was the perfect opportunity to get this guy off the street.
And hear the stories of those who took them down.
It was the most dramatic ending of any gangster film you could ever watch.
Mafia's greatest hits on AHC.
Did you guys hook up last night?
How can I not be upset?
Loose lips.
I'm fuming.
Sink ships.
Where is it? I smell smoke.
There goes the season.
Below Deck Sailing Yacht. Every Monday night at 8 on Bravo.
Weeknights on CNBC. Get the stories behind the numbers.
There's investing news that impacts your portfolio.
This is why investors are on edge right now.
And there's business news that impacts your life.
And the people behind the business.
You call it the mansion tax. I call it the dumbest tax.
From Wall Street.
I call Michael Milken. What does he say?
To K Street.
It's the American experiment working.
And Main Street.
If you're a plumber, you're setting your own hours.
Last call. Weeknights 7 Eastern. CNBC.
Hi, I'm Jim with CAS Cable. If your business needs cable, internet, or phone, give me a call.
Jim's gonna be all up in your business.
Come on, Coop. Even if your business has a service provider, call me to get the great local service that you deserve at an affordable price.
All up in your business.
Knock it off, Coop. To make sure your business is running as smooth as possible, get services with CAS Cable.
Call Jim today so he can get up in your business.
Destination America's going to new heights.
I'm buying a house in the Rockies.
The views are just spectacular.
Holy cow!
Where homes kiss the sky.
What is that?
I've never seen a tree inside of a house.
Come on, your mountain is waiting.
Feels like a real cabin.
This is exactly why we would move up here.
Buying the Rockies on Destination America.
My life before fishing was pretty difficult. I was actually homeless.
She inherited her parents' business.
Definitely trying to fill some pretty big shoes.
Load up my bow. Identify yourself now.
We have these illegal, unreported vessels.
Let's go!
If we don't play our cards right, there is no tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Kevin Hart. Here at E's Celebrity Game Face, we concoct wild games for real to push celebs out of their comfort zone.
It's revenge time.
This is crazy as hell. And discovering who truly has the heart of a champion.
Celebrity Game Face. The party returns Thursdays at 9, only on E!
Long before there was reality TV shows, there was American Gladiators.
We sold out everywhere we went. No one cares if you're sore. No one cares if you're sick.
These games were not safe for humans to play.
It was a given that they were all on steroids.
They always wanted impact.
Was it worth the punishment that their bodies were taking?
30 for 30 presents the American Gladiators documentary, Part 1, May 30th at 8:30 Eastern on ESPN.
Alex has faced every opponent imaginable. But can she beat 3 culinary masters
at the same time.
Let the games begin.
We're bringing out the big guns to take her on.
Contrary to popular belief, I'm just a human being.
James Beard Legends, battle-tested champions.
Bring it on.
All new Alex vs. America, Sunday night at 8 on Food Network. Set your DVR.
Much has changed over our 75 years, but the thing that never does, the anticipation, the holding of breath until that first green flag drops and the crazy journey begins all over again. If you could travel 75 years from now, you might not recognize much at all. But one thing will never change. That feeling you get when the race begins again.
America is watching. That's not just a tagline or a slogan, it's a reminder that we have a mission to make a complicated world clear. Number one in news, number one in cable. The most trusted news source. We're Fox News. America is watching.
If you missed our live auctions, we've got you covered.
This is a special one.
With Barrett Jackson revved up. Drive is showcasing all the legendary cars.
One of the greatest Cobras on the planet.
The VIN 001's on the block.
This is VIN number 1 under the hood.
And the record-breaking bids. Barrett Jackson revved up. New episodes Sundays at 10. Only on Drive on FYI.
Who's ready to go win a rodeo?
Welcome to our home. I would sell my soul for this ranch.
I can be a great rider. I know your secret. Giddy up.
You could be a champion.
Ride. All new. Sundays at 9. Only on Hallmark.
Imagine a weekend renovation that takes your house you kind of like and makes it a home you love. I love it! I'm Gailey Alex. You might know me from Instagram or TikTok, where I take my passion of home renovation to do just that. Oh my gosh! My day job on Wall Street means I only have a long weekend to tackle your transformation. I am stress sweating. Whoa! But don't worry, I got you. Home in a Heartbeat. All new, Wednesday night at 9 on HGTV.
Our homemade rod and our homemade lure. Fingers crossed. Come on. No. Yes! Trout number 2. I'll just leave them here for night. I think they'll be all right. Oh, no. Oh, my God. They're gone.
The Loan, new season, Thursday, June 8th at 9, only on the History Channel.
We adopted Natalia.
We had no idea what we were dealing with. She's not 6.
She tried to poison and kill my wife. She threatened to stab my sons.
These stories don't make sense.
She was an adult.
Maybe there's more than one villain.
We're in deep, deep trouble.
We were all abused!
It's all gonna come to light.
You got a seatbelt? Buckle up.
The Curious Case of Natalia Grace starts Monday, May 29th at 9 on ID. I'm Mary J. Blige, and this is Lifetime.
A Lifetime original movie.
I like you.
You don't even know me.
Know enough.
Hi.
She's not my
Look,
girl.
man, we both know that's what it is.
He doesn't want you, Kendra. I do. I know what you did. If you knew what you know now, would you do it all over again?
Mary J. Blige's Real Love premieres June 10th at 8. And the story continues with Strength of a Woman, June 17th on Lifetime.
Morning, Chief.
I've been thinking again.
Good. That keeps us busy.
We're going to use these big honking timbers that we reclaimed out of an old factory.
Not many folks get to do what they love to do, but we do.
This is where my heart is right here. This is epic. I mean, look at this view.
Barnwood Builders, all new every Thursday at 9/8 Central on Magnolia Network.
Let's go for a ride, my brother. God bless America. I'm stoked about this build. I found this 66 Ford truck, the 1969 VW Plus, 76 Postal Chief. It's a labor of love to put it together. But we have to build a car on a budget. Crank it. It sounds killer. Oh, yeah. We pulled off the impossible without breaking the bank.
From executive producer Dick Wolf.
There was a bullet in the back of her head.
These cases aren't inspired by the headlines.
I could not help but think it was him.
They are the headlines.
That's a mob type thing.
Blood and Money, Saturdays at 9 on Oxygen True Crime.
Asking you to do is dangerous. I need your help hiding my family.
What do I do?
We have to choose when we fight them. We don't let them choose for us.
We can't save everyone, but if I don't try, I don't think I'll be able to live with myself.
We gotta make this place come alive.
Bar Rescue is back with all new tiers and all new takedowns.
Shut the hell up!
How about we go through that alley? And all new rescues that take Tapper to the breaking point.
That's the last drink. I'm gonna walk out. Pack up. We're going home.
Bar Rescue. New episode Sundays on Paramount Network. For years, nature has tried everything to kill Bear Grylls. But now, instead of Bear saving himself from the wild,
you're gonna have to save yourself from me.
I can be your best friend or your worst nightmare. You're gonna be taken to your limits. Are you crying? Those are tears of excitement. First time I felt sorry for them.
I Survived Bear Grylls. All new Thursdays at 9 on TBS and anytime on the app.
Love is what moves the world.
Find me somebody.
Whatever Stanika wants, Stanika's gonna get.
I feel that through her expertise, I'll find love.
I am up for this challenge.
I did set you up with a great guy.
This is my mother.
Meeting the family on a first date?
You told me you were gonna fire me. Are you going to fire me? Quan is wasting my time.
Match Me Abroad. All new. Sundays at 10. Only on TLC. Brothers exists. AEW Rampage. Fridays at 10 on TNT and anytime on demand and the TNT app.
This is NASCAR's home stretch on NBC and USA. It's where the heart, the hits, and the heat are. And what home doesn't have a little bit of drama? From Nashville to the streets of Chicago, through the playoffs to the desert in Phoenix. It's go big or go. You know. NASCAR, the second half on NBC and USA. Take it home.
Two cities. It's time to move forward.
Good evening. My name is Kenny DeMoss. I'm a proud graduate and the principal of Parkersburg High School. I am delighted to welcome you to the 2023 commencement exercises for Parkersburg High School. We will now have the procession of the class of 2023. Members of the faculty at Parkersburg High School will follow the seniors. You may remain seated for the procession. The Big Red Band, under the direction of Mr. Dan White, will play the processional. Mr. White. Seniors, please be seated. At this time, Riley Wise, Vice President of the senior class, will give the welcome.
Hi, I'm Riley Wise, and I'm the Vice President for the class of 2023. I'm honored to welcome you to the commencement of Parkersburg High School. It's been an exciting year filled with ups and downs, heartbreak and triumph, joy and sorrow, but now it's coming to an end. We welcome you, whether you are family, friends, or honored guests. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the commencement of the class of 2023.
At this time, I invite you to please stand, remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem, and remain standing for the Parkersburg High School alma mater. Both will be performed this evening by the award-winning PHS a cappella choir under the direction of Mr. Josh Dubbs. Mr. Dubbs? Please be seated. Appreciate the band stepping up and playing the national anthem when I thought the choir was doing it, so I apologize to you. Fantastic job. Before we begin this evening, in this past year, all of us have lost loved ones, and that includes PHS in our community. Please take notice this evening that we have two chairs with white roses on them. One for Dave Woody, our beloved social studies teacher who retired in June of 22 and passed away this spring, and one for Caleb Bainkamp, who was a senior this year, who lost his life in a tragic accident this past fall. I'd also like to mention Sharon Ball, who also passed away this spring. Sharon Ball retired as a preschool teacher after 40 years at Wayside and St. John United Methodist Church Preschool. As school teachers, both Dave and Sharon impacted many young lives like the ones seated here today. And like my daughter, when they either had them in preschool, high school, or both. Caleb's passing not only impacted our school community, but affected many lives seated here today who spent time with him as friends and loved ones. At this time, I would like to take a moment of silence for Dave, Sharon, and Caleb, and for anyone else you have lost this past year. Thank you. If you are a retired military veteran, an active member, or a senior getting ready to start your career in the military, please stand. Thank you for your commitment to protecting our country and protecting our freedoms. Thank you. If you work for Wood County Schools, please stand. I want to say thank you for your tireless efforts in following protocols, doing the unrequired, and making sacrifices, not only personally during these last few years, but taking care of others as well. Thank you. If you are a frontline worker, please stand. I can't imagine the things you all had to deal with and are continuing to overcome these past few years. Thank you for taking care of all of us in times like these. Let's give them a round of applause. If you are a parent of one of the graduates this evening, please stand. Some of you are thinking, my time's done. Let me wash my hands of this child. They have graduated. And some of you might be thinking, I need them to grow up, get a job, and get out. As a father who has had a recent graduate, let me tell you, it doesn't get any easier. Not because your graduate will fail, but because it is in those times of supporting them in becoming who they're supposed to become that you will indeed miss when they were little and they called you mommy or daddy. And warms your little heart. Your next journey with them is only just beginning. On behalf of all the graduates and staff, we want to say thank you for getting them this far, but your job isn't over yet. Please give them a round of applause. It is my pleasure to introduce the following members of the Wood County Board of Education. Please stand and remain standing as I call your name. Board President, Mr. Justin Raber, Mr. Run Tice, Mrs. Debbie Hendershot, Mrs. Judy Johnson, and Ms. Sarah Townsend. Thank you for your dedication to Wood County Schools and our students. Let's give them a round of applause. It is also my privilege to recognize members of the Wood County Administration. Please stand and remain standing as I call your name. Our Superintendent, Mrs. Christy Willis, Assistant Superintendent John Merritt, Director of Secondary, Mr. Ken Cook. Make sure I'm not missing anybody over there. Oh, and Justin Hartshorn, our Elementary Director. Thank you so much. Anyone else I've missed at 13th Street? We appreciate your leadership shown by these dedicated individuals. Let's give them one big round of applause. If you work for Blennerhassett Hotel or Kona Ice or DuPont or for our PHS Foundation, please stand. I want to thank you for all your services and support you provide to Parkersburg High School. It is really remarkable how much you truly love our school. Please give them a round of applause. I would also like to introduce our administrative team at Parkersburg High School. Please stand and remain standing as I call your name. Assistant Principal, Mrs. Whitney Gazelle. Assistant Principal, Mr. Caleb Lawrence. Assistant Principal, Mrs. Kelly Ray. Assistant Principal and Athletic Director, Mr. Chris Way. Mr. Joe Britton, our Home Services Director. And our school nurse, Danielle Brookover. And our School Resource Officer and Parkersburg Police Officer, Jeremy Bell. I would like to personally thank you for the hard work you do daily for our students. You all are like my second family, and I appreciate going through the daily grind with all of you. We're truly blessed to have such an awesome administrative team. Thank you. I would like to introduce our counselors. Please stand and remain standing as I call your name. Mrs. Maggie Onek, Mrs. Carla McKay, Mr. Brian Sprague, Mrs. Natalie Griffith, and Mrs. Terry King. Thank you for your dedication to and working closely with our students. Let's give them a round of applause. I would like to introduce our senior advisors. Please stand and remain standing as I call your name. Mrs. Chandra DeBar, Mrs. Trina Poling, and Mr. Joe Stevens. These three dedicated teachers work with the senior class on many activities including Collar Day, creating the senior flag, Chill and Grill, to name a few. Thank you for all your hard work in making this year a special one for our senior class. Please give them a round of applause. I would like to thank the secretarial staff for their day-to-day work in keeping our school running as smoothly as it does and completing all tasks to help our graduates walk across the stage this evening. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the custodial staff for their tireless work in preparing the stadium for this evening's graduation. They have spent many hours setting up the chairs, setting this venue, preparing the field for tonight's celebration. Thank you all for your tireless work and dedication to our students. Let's give them a round of applause. I would like the following staff members to please stand. Joe Stevens, Carla McKay, Janie Ott, and Daryl Bunner. These two teachers, a counselor and a custodian, are retiring this year, and I wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your years of students to our students. Please give them a round of applause. Daryl, I hope you heard that. That's all I can say. Seated amongst our graduates this evening are the finest teachers in Wood County. Would all PHS teachers please stand? They are the ones responsible for the molding and shaping of these students. These teachers give countless hours outside the classroom to ensure our students receive the finest education possible. The administration thanks you from the bottom of our hearts for all that you do for our students. Please give them a round of applause. And last and certainly not least, seniors, please stand. You will never forget your life over the last 4 years. You are the COVID graduates. You started your high school career in a scary and loud world that had a spreading virus and ended up being one of the most humble, fun, smart, and quiet graduating classes I've ever seen. Your 4 years of high school are the epitome that life isn't easy and is unpredictable. In your life, you are going to fail more times than you will succeed. In your life, it's in those failures that you will learn to be better. In your life, people are going to blast you on social media, accuse you of things you never did, or congratulate you on things you did do. In your life, you're going to get dragged through the mud or bask in the sunshine. You're going to have conflicts and agreements. You're going to feel passion and anger. In your life, some of you will get married, and some of you will get divorced. Some of you will have anxiety and depression and even fear. And some of you will have tears of joy and happiness and excitement. In life, as many of you are standing here right now, you're thinking to yourself, what is my purpose? what am I really supposed to be doing with my life? Truth is that some of you may already know, and some of you don't, and some of you will think that you do, and it will change to something else. For me, 32 years ago, I stood in that same spot at graduation, thinking that I wanted to go to college, play basketball, and become a teacher, so that I could pay it forward to the great teachers that I had in my school that helped mold me into who I am today. That changed and changed again. And if you would have told me 32 years ago that this guy right here, that came from a poor family and had to fight for everything he's ever done, would be the principal of such a great place in my alma mater, I would have been looking for those guys that roll up in that little white van and ask you to try to wear on this white jacket that had the laces around the sleeves, you know, the ones that tie behind your back. Yeah, I'd have been looking for them. When I finally was a teacher, I wanted to be something more impactful. I wanted to positively help mold more minds, to be a part of creating a culture that would help students have more purpose. You know, every single day, the last 4 years, when I've done announcements, I have said to you, if no one told you today they loved you, remember that we do, and we always will. Why did I say that? Why did I tell you that we loved you? In my mind, love is the most important word that you will ever feel, hear, or give. In your entire life at school, as my pastor says, to purposely, on purpose, love people. My goal for you as you move forward with your life is for you to do the same. While you're going through all those highs and lows, today you're going to be a part of a long red line of big reds that have graduated and moved on. And we want you to purposely, on purpose, love other people, because that is the greatest gift you can give someone. I want to say thank you for your perseverance, your cooperation, your reliability, and endurance. You made it. Let's give them a round of applause. Seniors, please be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce the Parkersburg High School a cappella choir. Under the direction of Mr. Josh Stubbs, the choir will perform "Oh Clap Your Hands" and "Home Among the Hills."
Oh, clap your hands together, all ye people. Oh, sing unto God with a voice of melody. For the Lord is high and to be feared. He is the great King upon all the earth. He shall subdue the people under us, and the nations under our feet. He shall choose out a heritage for us, even the worship of Jacob, whom he loved. God is gone up with a merry noise, with a merry noise, with a merry noise, and the Lord with the sound of the trumpet.
It is with great pleasure that I introduced our first commencement speaker for this evening, our senior class president, Hank Poole.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Go ahead and give yourselves a round of applause. For starters, I'd like to thank you all for the opportunity of letting me be your class president. And I'd also like to thank Mr. DeMoss for letting me serve on the Student Advisory Council. I don't know if I deserved it, but it really has been the honor of my high school experience. Something I think our elder generations forget to mention when reminiscing on the golden days of high school is how dark and lonely it can be to be a teenager. Not having the experience or tools to pull yourself back up. I worked and interacted with my peers every day. I also had my own life experiences. What I've gathered is it's very easy to throw in the towel or give up. At my lowest point this past year, a dear friend close to me saw me about to give up and said, "What I'm asking you is to try, because at the end of the day, no one is going to pat you on the back for not trying." To which I responded with, "Write that one down." I'll never know the full extent of everything you went through these last 4 years. From the time we started high school until now, we saw the world change. Everyone's experience was different, and I can only hope you all leave this building satisfied with your time here. The lesson we are unknowingly taught in high school is how to persevere with optimism. You may remember the chaos, the drama, but you will remember that one good teacher, or that day you just couldn't stop laughing. Despite everything going on in the world, you found the time to be happy because you gave your hand and you tried your best. Look where that got you, class of 2023. Whether you exceeded, struggled, or breezed by, high school played a major role in our development as children and to adults. Many of you came here with no goals, that would be me, and are now leaving ready to go off into the world and make your contribution to society. Many of you don't know what's in store for you, and that's okay. It's not easy to find yourself, and even if you do, it's easy to lose yourself, which is also okay. You just have to remember to pick yourself back up and carry on, because that's what we do. As Theodore Roosevelt once said, "If failure occurs, fail while daring greatly." In August of 1974, Richard Nixon was the president, and he was the most hated man in the country. After everything caught up to him, he made the decision to resign from the presidency, which is something he called abhorrent to every instinct in his body. In his farewell speech, he said, "Only if you've been in the deepest valley can you ever know how magnificent it is to be on the highest mountain." I think Mr. Barr will like that one. Now, I've never been as despised as Richard Nixon, and I doubt many of you have. But still, I think those words can apply to you or I or anyone else in the world. My advice to those who are going into high school: take these measly 4 years and appreciate those rare friendships. Look around and see the love in those familiar faces, because that's what we did. Looking at all of you, how special it's been to know you, I can only hope when we meet again you'll speak of your success. I'd like to thank you all, and congratulations to the class of 2023. Thank you. Did I say you're speaking? Okay. Our next speaker this evening is our salutatorian and student council president, Noah Ray.
Hello, everybody. I'm incredibly grateful to be able to give a speech here. And before I begin, I'd like to give a heartfelt thank you to Mr. DeMoss, my mother, Mrs. Ray, and all other educators and faculty who have made the past 4 years possible and amazing. The senior quote this year was from Bob Marley, who said, "Beginnings are usually scary and endings are usually sad, but it's everything in between that makes it all worth living." This quote immediately reminded me of an experience I had on my first day of high school here. After freshman orientation, we were given a tour of the building. The teacher assigned to my group was none other than Mr. Woody, who has since passed away. After we finished the tour and returned to his room, he said this: "High school will be the shortest 4 years of your life." At the time, I didn't believe him, but looking back now, he was absolutely correct. That was the scary beginning to our high school career, and we're now experiencing the sad ending. However, it is as much of an ending as it is a new beginning. We're closing the chapter of the past 4 years, yet we're also opening a new chapter for the rest of our lives. Many of us obsess over the important events in our education and career and lose track of what really matters. I know for certain that many of us, including myself, were itching to graduate and move on, away from high school and into college or trade school or the workforce or the military. But in doing so, we lose out on what makes everything worth living. We didn't enter high school just to graduate. All of the classes we took, both the fun and the boring, the sports we played, the friends we made, the laughter we shared, along with the tears, those are what these last 4 years have been for. And while we look ahead, let us not be filled with fear, but rather with hope and love in our hearts. This is not to say that we won't stumble and fall. We will experience failures, one after another, but these will only serve to make us stronger on our journey. There will be those who try to tear you down. As Frank Sinatra said, some people get their kicks stomping on a dream. In the face of this adversity, we will overcome through our determination and persistence. And, past such setbacks, we will surely find happiness in our own ways. We all have our own paths that we must follow. We will go our separate ways and try to find meaning to our lives. Each one of us must strive to find what makes us truly happy. But no matter how far we go, no one can take away the connection that we have right here, right now. After all, once a Big Red, always a Big Red. Thank you, God bless, and congratulations to the class of 2023. Our next speaker is the senior who had the highest GPA, Rohan Malik.
Hey there, everybody. How are you guys doing? So, to not get too redundant, I'd like to start with a quick thank you to all of the parents, teachers, and staff who are here today. Without all of you, we would not be here graduating. So please join me in a round of applause for the parents, teachers, and staff. All right, thank you. So I'm up here speaking to you today because I have the highest GPA. So anybody want to tell me what that means? Anybody? Feel free. Yeah, so basically, I'm the class nerd. So true to nerd and Rohan fashion, I'm going to do some math. Who's ready? So we have all been together for 12 to 14 years. Assuming the long end of 14, we have seen each other for 2,520 days. Given a 7-hour school day, that's 17,640 hours. Now, if you want to be a little bit more exact, subtract 50 or so for the Ames fire, 50 or so for the teacher strike, a few hundred for COVID, and for various other things, you get down to 16,744 hours. Now, that's a very, very long time. And I'm surprised that we've dealt with each other, and you guys have dealt with me for that long. Over that time period, I have thrown people's shoes, shot at Josh Fruner, and his shoes. I have paid for lost library books, and I have been paid out of water assassins. So, thanks for the free library books, Q and AJ. Love you guys. But my favorite thing about it is how the most outlandish moments can lead to the most beautiful friendships. And I'm glad to have been able to go to school with you guys, and I know it'll be memories that I will cherish for the rest of my life. We have all grown so much since freshman year, since we were younger, from eating lizards and bugs on elementary school playgrounds. Oh wait, I forgot. Someone else did it freshman year too. Heard you there, Jay. To still remarkable, pulling out of sinks during the devious lick period. And whoever did that, you're an absolute menace. And as dumb as some of our choices were, like breaking windows, pointing to one of you out there, it is these experiences which shape us and guide us into the future and tell us what to do, or in this case, what not to do. I'll leave you with one last thought. As I was writing this speech on Friday night, I was listening to the song Way Down We Go by Kaleo. And one quote seems to stick out to me. Time has come as we all. We have all come so far, and those 16,744 hours have gone by as well. Time for us to look to the future. Go Big Reds! I would like to welcome our next speaker, co-valedictorian Lillian Floyd.
When we first returned to school last fall, all I wanted to do was get this year over with and move on to bigger, brighter things. I was so excited for senior prom, graduation, all those end-of-year activities that make this whole ordeal worth it. College, all the fun and freedom it brings, it seemed so close, just within arm's reach. During those first few months of high school, I was so focused on those greener grasses of the future that I had a bit of tunnel vision toward reaching the end. I had all these plans for what I would do once I got out of high school and off to someplace with a Target or maybe even a frozen yogurt shop on this side of town. I told myself I wasn't going to be homesick because I was so sick of being in my hometown. However, as the months passed and seasons changed, I changed too. I realized this was my last year here, so I started taking time to appreciate the little things about living in the MOV. Everything, from the brilliant hues of fall to the Sundays at Frosty Shop, became so much more precious. For the first time, I felt that small town charm communities like this are loved for. Whether it's through a friendly wave, asking how was your day, or wishing each other well at each parting. All the people here, my closest friends, my family, even if we only chat occasionally, you've been my entire world, all that I've known to this point. And now, faced with tremendous change, I understand what it means to be homesick. This place, it's wonderful, but that's not really what home means. The connections between all of us, those helping hands we hold each other up with, that is home. So, yes, things will change. We'll get closer with some people and farther from others. We balance our past, present, and future as we move ever onward, shifting like the tide from one era to the next. It's okay to be a bit homesick, but we now have the opportunity and the obligation to make our own tomorrow together. Class of 2023, I encourage you, I implore you, take that next step boldly and create the future. But don't ever forget this foundation. Thank you. Our next speaker this evening is our other co-valedictorian, Lakin Campbell.
Good evening, friends, family, teachers, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2023. My name is Lakin Campbell, and I am honored to speak to you all tonight as co-valedictorian. Congratulations to the class who has faced adversity head-on. I do not think any other graduating class in history can say they persevered through a global pandemic as strong and as resilient as the class of 2023. From a world shutdown to online school days, we experienced it all from day one in March 2020 and have successfully made it to graduation day. Take that in for a minute. We were the freshman class when the world turned upside down. This senior year was our sole year where there was finally a return to a sense of normalcy. This was not a small feat, and you all should be proud to have held your own. Every person here, the pandemic resonates differently with, but I am so amazed at the strength this class has shown. As we are all soon to enter new chapters in our lives, this year's senior class quote I find perfect for such an event. Bob Marley once said, "Beginnings are usually scary and endings are usually sad, but it's everything in between that makes it all worth living." We can all admit now how intimidating moving up to high school seemed. Would we be trampled by the big and tough seniors? Would we be drowning in work from the strict and difficult classes? Would we be able to find our place or get lost in the third largest high school in the state? So many scary thoughts pacing through our heads, just to be sad that it is now ending. How fast these 4 years have gone by, but all the memories in between that we will hold as we continue to grow make it all worth it in the end. This senior class has become a family, no doubt, and I can assuredly know that we will stay in touch and always be there for one another. And never forget, once a Big Red, always a Big Red. My best advice for you all while moving forward onto our future endeavors is to be confident in following your passion and to get involved in your communities. Life is all about building connections and your resume. I want to give special recognition to the journalism department here at Parkersburg High School for providing opportunities in my school career, leading me to pursue an occupation in such as I will be attending WVU Honors College, majoring in broadcast journalism. Along with this, I am forever thankful for the experiences earned at PHS through being a member of the varsity tennis and cheerleading team, attending Rhododendron Girls State representing the school, and being part of some of the many clubs that the school has to offer, such as the National Honor Society and being your friendly face in the morning on WPHS News. Parkersburg High School has been second to none. I feel optimistic and overly prepared approaching college due to my time and advice given here. The tireless and hardworking hours of our teacher, staff, and faculty do not go unnoticed. Therefore, on behalf of the class of 2023, we thank you for the opportunities presented, the environment to thrive, and the knowledge acquired. So, I want to close out with a quote from the brilliant mastermind herself, Taylor Swift, that I think highlights some useful advice we should all consider. Because there were pages turned with the bridges burn. Everything you lose is a step you take. So make the friendship bracelets, take the moment and taste it. You've got no reason to be afraid. You're on your own, kid. Yeah, you can face this. Class of 2023, I have no doubt of the mark we will all make on this world, and the journey continues today. Thank you for your time. God bless. Congratulations. Best of luck to each of you, and go Big Reds!
It's kind of hard to follow those guys. That's really good. Very impressed. I've known all of you since you were like that tall, too, so it's amazing. We will now have the presentation of the diplomas. We asked that the audience help us show the proper respect for each graduate by remaining seated. Please remember that the entire audience needs to be able to hear each name read. We appreciate your cooperation in helping us ensure that each member of the class of 2023 is honored properly this evening. Mr. Raber, Mrs. Willis, members of the Wood County School Board of Education, faculty, staff, parents, and guests, as principal of Parkersburg High School, I certify that the seniors to be presented with a diploma at this graduation have all met the credit requirements set forth by the state of West Virginia. Our counselors will be announcing their section of the alphabet. Ms. Terry King, you're up first.
Yasmin Abdelwahab Alaman. Anthony Caleb Alawat. Nathaniel Gage Allen. Gabrielle Faith Alvarez Dominguez. Natalia Selena Alvarez Dominguez. Dominique Jordan Anderson. Macy Cole Anderson. Travis Michael Arison. Adam Joseph O'Coin. Justin Lee Bailey. Zoe Beth Bayless. Joanna Elizabeth Barnett. Lucian Edward Baumgartner. Aliana Isabella Bennett. Tristan James Black. Emily Jane Bond. Thank you. Haley Drew Bond. Jonathan Wyatt Bowden Cox. Wyatt Lee Boyce. Carly Jeanette Boyles. Talina Alexandra Boyles. Connor Lucas Brand. Kristen Michelle Branges. Michaela Grace Broadwater. Brooke Leanne Burdette. Olivia K. Lee Burris. Danielle Elise Byers. Haley Lachey Bird. Indiana Skylar Kane. Marie Louise Ann Campos. Jenna Dawn Carpenter. Micah Dion Carr. Kyla Rose Carver. Carter Timothy Chadwell. Liam Michael Chancellor. Kayla Lynn Chandler. Savannah Dawn Channel. Chance Morgan Clark. Misty Lynn Cobb. Parker Ashton Cole. Dylan Connor Coleman. Addison Naomi Colgrove. Angelina Jade Collins. Caitlin Rose Collins. Sean Michael Conley. Aiden McGarry Cook. Bailey James Corbin. Jonathan Thomas Santana Corbin, Jr.
Brooklyn Jade Craig. Evan Joseph Craven. Allison Jade Cross. Emily Rose Cunningham. Quavon Maurice Cyrus. Aiden Nathaniel Dale. Allison Lily Davis. Connor Lee Davis. Cameron Marie Deem. Winston Allen Deem. Elijah Michael Dimitro. Riley Paige Dennison. Camry Bernice Doak. Gabriel Elijah Dorsey. Charles William Duncan III. Hallie Alexis Durkin. Amy Lynn Dornell. Evan Robert DeRocha. Miranda Ray Eagle. Anna Genevieve Earl. Evan Ryan Elliott. Aaron James Ellis. Austin Benjamin Irvin. Rory Catherine Essenmacher. Carmen Sage Ezel. Isabella Rose Fairnash. Emily Ann Farnsworth. Allison Jean Felker. Chase Allen Figley. Dylan Jacob Fitro. Austin Cole Fleming. Brylan McKenna Golden Florence. Jacob Paul Fluharty. Lexi Nicole Foster. Amelia Marie Fox Eves. Damon Ede Francis. Joshua Charles Fruner. Avery Nicole Fresh. Cheyenne Elizabeth Fury. Kai Matthew Gaston. Lincoln Shea Geary. Olivia Rose Gibbs. Ariana Maria Gilio. Michael Dean Edwin Gillespie. Harmon Ray Goodwin. William Lee Graham. Haley May Grant. Maya Lynn Green. Lucas Christian Gruenberg. Erica Grace Golly. Jaylee Lachey Haddix. Dominique Rain Hall. Kyra Cherie Hall. Alexandra Nicole Hamrick. Logan Matthew Haynes. Macy Jo Nicole Harmon. Logan Paul Hartshorn. Milo Shelton Hartzog. Peyton Annalie Harvey. Destiny Tiara Hastings. Chelsea Isabel Hott. Camden Richard Hawkins. Alex Wetzel Hay. Natalie Lynn Heflin. Gavin Gavin Joseph Hendershot. Zachariah James Hendershot. Haley Grace Hendricks. Bryce Elliott Henthorn. Anthony Javier Hernandez.
Dakota Alexander Hickel. Alexis Nicole Hickman. Christopher John Higginbotham. Riley Paige Hilling. Abigail Claire Hines. Dylan Scott Hinton. Janie Elizabeth Hinton. Jaden Elizabeth Hively. Carly Grace Holbert. Haley Elizabeth Holbert. Haley Michelle Holbert. Sarah Lynn Hopkins. Charles James Hornbeck III. Ian Edward Hauser. Alexis Rose Howerton. Kylie Rose Huffman. Chase William Hudson. Nevaeh Lynn Hudson. Bryson Michael Hutton. Brenna Dawn Bowden. Timothy Carl Isaacs. Jacob Brian Thomas Jackson. Zane Robert Jackson. Andrew Eric Janes. Kaylee Brianne Johnson. Leah Ann Johnston. Jeremiah Alexander Jones. Jaden Danica Juver. Kylie Rosette Joy. Brianna Alexis Kelly. Hunter Paul Kelly Taylor. Isaiah Jamel Kennerly. Emma K. Ketchum. Tyler Joseph Kite. Aiden Scott Kuffner. Ashana Cheyenne Jean Labiche. Donovan Wayne Lamb. Madison Dove Latia. Lee Conway Leisure Jr. Hayden Paul Levitt. Natalie Ann Lemon. Elias Dane Carter Lemon Engel. Kylie Marie Blair Lewis. Ryan Elizabeth Lincecum. Evan Leroy Lipscomb. Sophie Elizabeth Lively. Tanika J. Longwell. Madison Elaine Mace. Sophia Allison Mahoney. Summer Elizabeth Mann. Madison Paige Marks. Tanner James Marlowe. Tatum Reese Marlowe. Ethan Lee Marshall. Michael Dixon Martin III. Madison Nicole Mason. Michaela Sue Mason. Sierra Beth Mason. Zayden Thomas Matson. Matthew Brian Mousy. Elijah James McCune. Lauren Grace McDonald.
Donald Joseph McPhee. Brianna Morgan McGraw. Logan Ronald McHale. Morgan Riley McHugh. Ethan Cole McIntyre. Eric Mario Medina. Mason Royce Merrifield. Ethan Franklin Metz. Zachary Keith Miles. Emerson Rose Miller. Andrew Ray Mixer. Lauren Elizabeth Modisett. Jaden Nicole Mollendick. Autumn Marie Moody. Ignacio Moreno Emmerich. Miranda Sky Murphy. Keely Love Myers. Russell Allen Clay Nethery. Reese Anthony Nemisek. Catherine Elizabeth Nesselrode. Taryn Christina Diane Newsom. Brooke Leanne Oliver. Sophia Claire Olson. Byron Walker O'Neill. Leah Lillian Mackenzie Pappas. Nathaniel Reese Parrish. Braxton Alexander Parsons. Chloe Dawn Patterson. Cadence Alexa Perez. Aiden Wyatt Pettis. Braden Ross Petty. Hallie Kalora Pierce. Lindsay O'Neill Pinkston. Shelby Renee Pooler. Marquan Lee Portis. Vincent John Post IV. Evan Grant Rader. Dennis McCarty Ramsey V. Hunter Matthew Reese. Dalton Christopher Reinhardt. William Austin Richards. Laura K. Richardson. Madeline Grace Richmond. Katie Lynn Riggs. David Michael Reinhardt. Ellie Reese Roberts. Jaden Christopher Roberts. Paige Kinsey Rogers. Ryder Lee Rollins. Caitlin Lee Rollison. Miley Renee Salter. Christopher Andrew Salyers. Emma Grace Sasson. Ian Michael Sasson. Cameron Sierra Schaefer. Logan Lee Schardiger.
Jeremiah Eugene Schaefer. Zachary Ryan Shockey. Zoe Marie Showalter. Addison Elizabeth Singer. Lakin Nicole Skinner. Ryan Isaac Smetana. Carly Isabella Smith. Matthew Ian Smith. Zachary Lee Joseph Smith. Grant Christian Snyder. Matthew Lee Stahl. Christopher Lee Stevens. Faith Nicole Stewart. Dylan Shane Stone. Levi Nathaniel Stone. Elijah J. Stahl. Emma Lee Christine Sullivan. Chelsea Marie Swagger. Kylie Nicole Taylor. Adam Monroe Teeters. Amariana Alenzia Thomas. Maya Lachey Thomas. Kiara Nevea Tremblay. Hunter Lloyd Ray Trippett. Daphne Lucille Greathouse Van Fossen. Alexander Thomas Van Sciver. Stephen Alexander Varner. Jackson Thomas Vickers. Cassandra K. Wagner. Trayshawn Wallace. Hunter Cole Watson. Haley Brooke Waybright. Olivia Lorraine Welch. Ella Marie Wells. Nathaniel Allen Wells. Lily Elizabeth Wharton. Gracie Ann Wilkinson. Braylon Chance Williams. Haley Lynn Williams. Andrew Scott Williamson. Destiny Mariana Wilson. Philip Lee Wilson III. Haley Faith Wires. Ariana Marie Wolford. Crystal Renee Woodward. Nelson James Wolfter. Abigail Faith Workman. Kimber Jade Watrin. Isabella Jordan Wright. Samantha Dawn Yeager. Ethan Richard Yetter. Garrett Wayne Yonkins. Bassett Ariadne Zyla. Annette Elizabeth Mildred. Catherine Olivia Hayes. Riley Morgan Wise. Hank Poole. Noah Ryan Ray. Rohan Malik Hamarane. Lillian Ruth Floyd. Lakin Rayanne Campbell. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody followed Mr. DeMoss' directions so well of standing, be respectful from everybody. But out of respect for the class of 2023 PHS, let's all stand and give them a loud ovation.
Hank, you're up next, buddy. Yeah. Seniors, please stand.
All right, class of 2023, tassels to the right, eyes to the future. Thank you. Congratulations, everybody.
We will now have the class song, Love Song, performed by the PHS a cappella choir. Graduates, please stand and face the choir for your class song.
Don't ignore the
At this time, Catherine Hayes, Secretary of the Class of 2023, and Annette Meldron, Treasurer of the Class of 2023, will come up to give you a final farewell.
Hi, I am Annie Mildren, the Treasurer of the Class of 2023. Thank you for being here tonight to witness the commencement ceremony of the Class of 2023. We appreciate your patience and attentiveness as we said farewell to our beloved School of Champions and became alumni. Thank you once again for being here to celebrate with us.
Hi everyone, I'm Kate Hayes, the Secretary of the Class of 2023. This message is specifically for you, the graduates. The all-night party is tonight and takes place at the YMCA on Broad Street from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. The entry is $5 and there will be food, prizes, food, games, food, activities, and have I mentioned food? It may be your last chance to say goodbye to that friend you'll never see again. You don't want to miss it. Thank you and good night.
So those of you who have been to graduation before, a couple new twists, and this is our first one. At this time, as a dedication to our former colleague, Dave Woody, let's all stand, join arm in arm if you wish, and we're going to sing Country Roads together. No matter where go ahead, that's all right, stand. If you want to sing along, that's fine. This is what we're going to do for Mr. Woody tonight. Grady, you're up.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place
May God bless you today, seniors, tomorrow and always. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You're an awesome class. And if you need a comb, I'm sure Walmart is short, because I have about 100 of them up here. But it's, you know what, I love you guys too. Thank you. We are now ready to conclude the graduation of the class of 2023. We will ask the audience to remain seated while the graduates recess into their senior circle to throw their caps, led by our senior class vice president and president. Mr. White. All right, senior class president, vice president, you're up. In case you want to take a picture of this, everybody's going to be throwing their cap, so.
Toward the center, please.
Our ceremony is now concluded. Thank you. Congratulations, class of 2023.